Alright, we are live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to another edition of the Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. We find ourselves not actually within the city quite proper, but far, far north, in a great old land called the Wolves, upstate New York, of which we have no geographical data at the time because none of us decided to go ahead and research any of that because we're lazy. But previously, in the early morning hours, our dear den father Olaf Tryggvason, Grit Fenris, has driven the cubs up so that they may learn how to hunt venison, hunt deer, and the like. The cubs, well, it was Maeve that spotted the prey. It was Lucas that snuck up on it in ambush to throat it, and it was Talia as well as Nicholas the Young who descended upon the beast to finish it off before it could run away. Having done so, they decided to rip it apart, take it apart, and save a few key pieces. The Den Father, being the highest in station, thus getting the first of the kill, had already required that the heart and the liver of this creature be brought to him. As such, it was delivered as such, separated out from the main kill, and oh, there was a grand feast of just raw venison. Leaving nothing more than a carcass, they go ahead and return to the camp where these Garu have already gone ahead and settled. Here we have, well, a bit of a lean into. Well, several lean-intos have already been constructed right next to a tiny little den that our dear Katori has already tried to grab, set up, do whatever he particularly wants with it. The cubs just settling down for the moment, having gotten back into camp. They look tired, they look well fed as well. And thus the scene begins.
Olaf consumed the heart. He did not consume the liver. The liver's for someone special. The liver's for Katori. Olaf trots over and brings it to him.
So we're in the Tellurian. No, we're not in the Tellurian.
We are in the Tellurium.
Okay. Then, however, who is the one who has television in background?
I think
I
that's
believe, yeah, I believe that's Diamond.
Oh, am I
Because I hear
wrong? That
about
is Diamond.
Galaxy. Okay. No, I hear about
Mute yourself
galaxies
when you're
in the
not
background.
talking.
Okay. So, you can make a perception empathy on Katori. Mr.
Yes.
Olaf.
Okay. I know stuff.
Katori seems happy. And it's a little bit weird. Because his eyes don't say the same thing. But he seems happy.
Olaf knows, or at least has heard the rumors. He suspects shenanigans, but while Katori at least seems to be in this mood, he's going to take advantage of it and press later when not easily maulable cubs are around. As such, the liver is laid out in offering to Katori, and Olaf bares his throat.
Katori will gets up from his position and nuzzle Olaf for him to stop showing his throat.
Aww. Yeah, Olaf gets nuzzled and stops showing his throat.
And then yes. The nom nom. Yes, the liver. Nom 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 nom. Oh, it's divine.
Olaf, whose muzzle is slightly smeared in Heart's blood, nods. He looks very pleased that his elf is happy.
Right. And he's going to turn to the one he doesn't know. And who is that?
Nicholas Young. And then he does the gesture with showing neck, then stomach.
You're missing 2 components, young man.
Oh, then he gets back up. He kind of shakes his head a little bit. Nicholas Young, Arun Metis Cub. Then he does the gesture over again.
Cautionary is going to approach the one that has declared his infamous. And he's going to circle around you, sniffing you. Does he have any visible deformities?
He has 2 little stubbles on his head a little bit, like it's been filed down. It's like horns, but it's been filed down to the point where you have to really look to see them.
Mm-hmm. He nods after a little while of circling around you, nibbling your neck as a sign of acceptance of your submission.
He just hops back up.
Something that bothers me. How do you come back up if you're in lupus? Or were you just belly showing your throat and your belly to Kotori, or?
Yes, he was showing it. He was showing it to them.
Okay. Because I thought, why are you making a circus with your wolf? Okay. Right. And he's going to turn to Olaf. How did they fare?
Well, judging by the fact that none of them have a hungry look to them, I'd say they got dinner.
Judging by the liver and the blood on your muzzle, I would judge so soon.
I made sure the first choicest cuts were saved for those higher than them.
Have you observed them while they were hunting, or did you let them wander on their own?
I stayed apace. I didn't want them to try leaning on me.
He's going to turn to Talia.
Right.
Tell me, how did you fare? How all of us fared?
We performed successfully, I believe. Maeve spotted the deer. Lucas chased it out and snuck up on it and made the first blow at its throat. And then myself and Nicholas helped finish it off. It was successful, as you say.
Do you not believe yourself to be successful?
We achieved what we were told to achieve. We killed the we found a deer. We caught it. It was killed. We ate. That counts as successful. Could we do better? Perhaps, but we were successful.
However, there's something that you do not mention to me That would bother me. And he turns to Mabe.
I did the hunter's prayer before we began. Prayed for the prey afterwards.
Good. Good. Wiggle his tail. Good, good. Yes. Everything is good and cozy. You didn't brought Albert?
That will be a separate project.
Maeve's hackles actually visibly rouse a little bit.
Olaf, when she starts showing, I mean, is this very plain?
This isn't voluntary. She's looking offside and not trying to attract attention. It's just an involuntary expression of how she feels about the situation.
I tell you what, I'll roll perception alertness to see if he even notices. He does. Perception empathy, see if he can tell it's involuntary or not. Yeah, he probably does. Okay, he ignores it then. Albert and a few of the others will be individual projects. The van up here can only hold so many, Raya.
Mm-hmm. Then, are there any other cubs that you're hiding in your shack? Because, I mean, every time I turn my back, I see another one.
I feel similarly. Nicholas here dropped off just the other day.
Dropped off? I see take a puzzled expression as generally middies are raised by the sept.
Olaf just kind of glances at Nicholas. Apparently, some of them are kept off-site elsewhere. He had to be brought along.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
That seems strange, but if it is how the Sept of the Green works.
Olaf rolls his shoulders. At the moment, I believe I have 7 cubs.
He thinks a little bit. I will have to add him to one of the groups then. I plan to take them to Pangea.
Unfortunately.
Snap.
Yeah,
Snap
Olaf
his
gets...
jaws.
Okay.
As I was saying, they start to know how to hunt. But they lack the following of commands. You're doing a great job, but their Hamid side is too wild. Lessons from one who lives in Pangea and does not tolerate sidesteps will be a smart lesson for them. And he stays silent and he bows his head a little bit to Olaf, indicating that yes, he can say what he wished to say.
The warder orders me to take the lot of them to Wolfhome.
he roll over. He's laughing his ass off.
Maeve has taken on a sheepish expression, if that's possible.
The wolf that thinks it's a sheep.
All right. He takes he gets up, takes a very serious expression. So, which one of you, Moon Moons, thought that it was a good idea to ruffle the waters?
None that are here.
Back to the mild display of hackles, though she'll point her nose towards Lucas since he was actually there to tell the story.
Oh boy. Dear eyes, I can give a full accounting of my brother's actions that day. It is a long story. I have told it already twice before. The short version of it and the long version can be made to you afterwards. Albert decided to go wandering the sept. He did encounter, well, teeth of titanium raya, and he made several breaches of etiquette, 3 in total, that are evident on our den father's face.
So, brother, do we have to pick him up in pieces?
Albert is whole, dear Raya, scarred.
He snaps.
Yep,
He snaps. He snaps at you because he was not addressing to you.
yep, rolling over. Show him the chest and the throat.
Yeah. When Katori finishes speaking, asks him the question, and this time Olaf does let a couple beats skip just in case Katori has something else to say.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah, like-
He remains silent, just makes his way to Lucas, put upon his on his throat, looking at you as he, yeah, you know, it's just like every day you go around, you you put your paw on a cub's throat while talking to your packmate.
No. The warder, well, warder put a deep one in his back. That'll be permanent. And I expressed my anger, but it's nothing that'll be too deep. Maybe a mark. Time will tell.
I see that 2 of us have to put with the scars of the water. Do you think we should perhaps start a collection?
Perhaps, Raya.
All right. So you're going to take only Albert or everyone?
Taking them all, Raya.
Well, that's going to be a fun ride. Do you wish me to accompany you?
Were you to do so, Raya, I would be honored.
I do not like Wolfhome. No one likes Wolfhome. But 7 cubs, even for you, that's a little bit too much. Especially for this place.
Olaf isn't gonna verbally admit this, but his silence speaks volumes.
Hmm. Hmm. He's going to turn to Vermedes. What do you know of wolves?
Mm, uh, uh, wolves are proud creatures that hunt and look out for packs and each.
So, go on.
If that is a adequate answer for you, Roya.
He chuckles a little bit. Oh well, I hadn't heard that one before. So, I'm going to answer to you. No, this is not a satisfactory answer. However, it is interesting that you actually ask if this is satisfactory. Where exactly were you raised, and how were you raised?
I was raised in the in the city, but my foster mother took me back and forth to the set, but only for little visits, not whole stay as I am now.
So, you don't really know what it means to be a wolf.
But I try to learn, better myself.
I'm going to take you. You need to learn, and learn fast. Chief of Titanium has an idea behind this. However, with the amount of knowledge that you have, you're going to have a bad time over there.
I am used to hardships, and I will prevail over this one.
He looks at you with a very interested expression. Oh, well, that's an interesting one. So, you might stutter, yet you have backbone. Because you implicitly refused my help. You want to do it the hard way. He turns to Olaf. I like this one.
Me too, Raya.
Very well. You will learn the hardship. But I will still give you something. Don't smile. Never smile. Because if you smile, you're in for a lot of trouble. Do you know why?
Why is that?
I guess I'm going to have to show you. And he approached you, and he starts to, what you would guess, is smiling. but really he's showing his gum and his teeth. And, well, you might thought if you were facing any other animal and not, an elder Garu who has, for now, no reason to jump on you, you might thought, damn, I'm going to lose a leg now. And yeah, even if he approached, not menacingly, he's walking casually. You can very much see that, yeah, the there's something perhaps in the back of your mind, telling you danger.
Yeah, yeah. He's Nicholas kind of tensing up a little bit.
And as he approaches, he will nibble your neck. Now, do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Hmm. Good. Trot, trot, trot. Back next to Olaf. Hmm.
Mavis going to scooch, scooch, scooch a little bit closer. She's probably on her belly. Got her nose kind of pointed towards Katori. Raya, is there anything that you could teach us to help us prepare? We already understand to learn to hunt, but you told me there was more there than just hunting.
What did I tell you about Wolfhome?
She'll finally shuffle herself up a bit to present herself a little bit better as she speaks. You told me that in Wolfhome there was only the wolf mind or wolf heart, no human mind. You told me that there were humans there, though, and that they would hunt us and trap us and try to put us in zoos.
Then, for this exercise, you have pretty much an idea of what you have to deal with. Why do you think that Thief of Titanium made you all go there? Outside of course, being Thief of Titanium.
Well, you didn't, even though I asked, you didn't want us to go, so I assume it is very dangerous, making it something of a punishment. And if there are humans there, perhaps he wants us to see it from the wolf's eyes?
Then, why is it that you ask questions when you have already the answers?
Because if you were unwilling to take me there, then I have to assume that it is very dangerous, and I want to do everything that I can to prepare. We mean to hunt Inglings. I thought that I could take some of that gnosis to the wolf spirits to ask for boons.
You raise an eyebrow. Ask for boons.
She kind of points her nose around at the other cubs. None of us were born on four paws. And if it is already going to be hard enough that no cub should be there, then perhaps a wolf spirit can grant us better insight into how to behave or how to hunt together based on instinct rather than based on practice, or some other boon that will help us survive there.
How do you think wolves survive?
May I interrupt, Raya?
Turns his head to Talia.
Wolves survive on instinct. They survive on relying on each other, on being in a pack. This is what I've learned so far, or what I would understand.
Mm-hmm. He nods.
As I understand it, we will have nothing that we cannot honor, nothing we cannot bring anything with us, as such. I understand that Maeve wants to help us, but if there is something you can suggest that we can do to support us before we go, then I understand what she is trying to do. But surely it is what we are that is more important.
He's going to make a pause, looking at Talia and Maeve, then turns to Olaf. I see that one here start to grasp a little bit on the subject.
Olaf nods very lightly. That's right. Senpai noticed you. Alright.
Yay.
He turns back to Maeve. The problem is that you are overthinking it. I did not want to take you to Wolfhome because you were not ready. Cubs can be brought to Wolfhome. And as any umbral realm, any umbral landscape, it is dangerous. Just as any others. Going into Pangea, Wolfhome, the Abyss, it doesn't truly make a difference. All are dangerous in themselves, all holds danger. You want to prepare, you want to think over it, you want to better yourself. That is not the purpose. Bettering
People
yourself,
looking
yes.
at Lucas are like, Lucas is currently looking at Tori in amazement and awe, and it's like gears are turning in his head.
You are there to be wolves. You want to know what it means to be a wolf. Then don't use your mind and use your instinct. Shouldn't
Nostrils.
the hunt be one of the job that you have to do as a wolf? Seeing that your packmates are safe. This is what you should do. This is what you are. You are a wolf. You are already working on that. Now, the only thing that I will provide you with outside of those hunt and the exercise that I have already provided to each of you, you can hunt and angling as I have suggested to you and bring it back to me as a talon. That will be an exercise for you as a theurge, but I will value more how you hunt and how you behave with your brothers and sisters. This is what should matter. Do you understand what I mean?
Going to nod and kind of shuffle her way back down onto her belly.
Lucas crawls in his belly a little bit further to replace his sister. Eyes continue wide open, ears open. It's like he wants to say something.
Looks like he's going to explode.
As though to pre-comfort Kotori, Olaf nuzzles his alpha just a little bit. Like he knows that whatever Lucas says on some level is going to be aggravating. So he's just pre-happying up the alpha.
Kotori turns to Lucas, looking at him, probably seeing the countdown of the clock ticking. And through the pack link, he's going to send to Olaf. So, do you think if I say nothing and wait for him, he's going to just continues to shake and then he will explode?
Through the pack link. You know, I've never just seen Garou explode on its own before.
Go on, speak.
Kotori Raya, I think something has turned in my head. It's...
Yes, as always. Many things turned in your head.
The realm is dangerous. The realm is lethally dangerous. And because it is named Wolfhome, it is lethally dangerous to lupus, or at least wolves. I think the lesson, well, wolves don't regret the past. Wolves are content with where they are, and they never look towards the future. They count on Gaia's blessings to their form, their ears, their nose, their snout, their eyes, and they count on Gaia's blessings around them. I think the lesson is simply acceptance. Acceptance that this is dangerous. Acceptance that this could be lethally dangerous. Just a reminder that we could all die if we're stupid.
Kotori is going to approach Lucas and he's going to whisper something in his ears.
Mhm.
Here's the catch. Stupid people always die. No matter where.
A whisper back into...
At you on the head.
Oh, if you want to take away from him before he whispers something in your ear.
Go on.
He'll whisper something in your ear. Sometimes it's your friends that get you killed.
Oh boy.
Do it.
No, I need to think of something specific first. Tell me, Lucifer Almighty, you who is on the other line. Would that actually be a trigger for Majorano, considering that this is linked to the abyss and the abandonment of Xavier?
Absolutely.
Ouch.
Okie dokie dokie. Da. It's a willpower roll, if I
Yep.
remember. Let me recheck exactly if you're run prone. Run prone. Okay, so it doesn't say anything, so I guess it's standards.
The difficulty. Check the Zeta board. There's the rules for Hirano on there that we have.
Check on what?
The Zeta board has our custom rules for Hirano.
It's on the under the custom rulings on the Zeta board.
Okay, let me check. Where is it?
It is at the bottom of the house rules post. Make a roll
Yep.
per roll difficulty 8.
Okay, thanks. And romp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He fails. It's not a bot, but he fails. No.
And then a
Yeah.
sorcerer needs to roll
Full in a temporary Arano. So, Duncan,
Yeah.
I fall in temporary Arano, so basically my small joy talent that I made is fucking useless right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can see that Kotori gets tense, and I think that everyone can make a perception empathy on this one.
Oh. Lucas is not straying anywhere far from Katori at this moment. Nuzzle, ear to ear. Just staying there.
4.
Tell me your thoughts.
Let me roll this.
Tell
me roll this.
Tell me your thoughts.
Because-
What do you want? What do you want to roll exactly? You from in a fucking Arano. You little shit.
Fair enough.
My wife laughs at his pain.
So, what did you try to do exactly right now, Mr. Austin? You who give Arano to people.
Let's see. I've already said it's your friends that get you killed, which triggered it. What I'm going to go ahead and repeat is that your friends get you killed, but it's always worth it.
So what? You're trying to manipulate and empathy me, or explain to me, because I'm trying to understand if you're using a gift or.
No, just using straight off words. You seem to have taken that really, really hard. For some reason, I don't quite understand. Lucas was intending to go ahead and give that message, as in, yeah. Sometimes it's not even your own actions that get you killed, but it doesn't matter because you still got to do it.
Okay, so Talia only got 1 perception.
I got 4. Sorry, I cleared it to do another one.
Yeah, but you're in Lupus, so don't forget that you have -2 difficulty to all perception roll based. So
Ooh,
you have 3 success actually.
Shit.
And
I should have
actually,
cleared my shit.
yes. And actually, yes, Mr. Nicholas got 1 success. So, Mr. Nicholas, have you ever seen dogs before?
Yes.
Then you know when they splat their ears back,
Mm-hmm.
they sometimes it's to mean that they're sad. Sometimes, but yes, his ears are flattened, and you would get that impression. for those who get through success or more, you even get some. So Bob got 3 success. How much
Yes.
Maeve got?
I had 4. I'm pretty sure one of them was a 5, though, so it may have been 5 successes, but I'll just stick
Okay.
at 4 because I erased
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Maeve and Talia, you're pretty sure that what you're not very sure that, but you know Lucas said something, and the joy that Kotori seems to have is like vanished in like that. He seems. You've never seen him like that. You kind of saw him a little bit down sometimes, but this seems deeper, like as if he had been slapped on the face.
I'm
Olaf.
going to... yeah, go ahead.
Olaf
I
through.
have something to do as well.
Yep. So that's
Yeah.
what Maeve and Talia get. That,
Yeah.
you know, he seems very shocked, as if someone had just slapped him on the face. And Olaf, he gets an extra something crispy because he has backlink. He feels something in the backlink, like it's pure despair and depression that just starts to arise through the backlink.
Okay. Olaf stalks up to Lucas
Mhm.
and stares his judging ass stare.
Yeah, Talia was going to jump on Lucas because based on what Ragabashes have done recently and the responses that this has generated, she's literally going to try and jump on him and try and shut him up.
Oh no, this is all Olaf.
Oh,
Olaf
good.
fucking swats him onto his side. Yeah,
Gets
I
swatted
mean,
on the
if you,
side.
yeah, if you did, I was gonna ask if you wanted to dodge.
Do no, swat him on the side. That's perfectly fine.
And
Swat.
stands over him. He's not even growling, and that should scare Lucas. He's just fucking staring.
Let's see, what is the best way? Because I didn't give a fuck, which was part of the Ragabash doing. Now I need to go ahead and turn it back. It's in his eyes. That's what Lucas says. It's in his eyes.
I know. He's in my pack. You remember what happened to the last cub that pissed me off?
Yeah. It was in his eyes. I didn't know that it would be.
No. No more talking.
Hmm?
You're done talking.
Alright?
Now, because I know that you won't learn anything if I just throat you, which I still should, you and me are gonna have a chat later. It'll be a fun time. And he looks back up to Katori, but his paw just casually is on Lucas's neck.
Mhm.
This is the second time for Lucas today. Lucas's neck is not having a good day.
Nope.
But he looks to Katori.
Kotori, for his part, is approaching, creeping from behind Olaf. He's approaching in the direction of Lucas, and yes, Miss Talia wanted to add something.
If she was going to, but if Olaf is going to do his thing, then she will be glaring at Lucas, but she's not actually going to act because then Daddy's in charge.
And yeah, I've been trying to wait my turn, but before things get too far out of hand, Maeve would have immediately leapt up to try to make comforting gestures and actions for Katori's sake. I tried to throw my dice at the problem, and they didn't help very much. It's only 2 successes, but she was trying to comfort him.
Well,
I don't know why, but I imagine just Austin and Katie throwing dice at Kotori, like, we're trying to heal you.
I literally did right now. I just threw like 11
throwing
bucks at you.
dice.
Just chucked them.
Yeah. But he's approaching Lucas, and he has a very different expression on his face. But the hurt is still there, but it's also there's anger lingering behind his eyes.
Yeah, this is all plaintive puppy type stuff. She's not going to try to adult through this one. She's just going to make essentially the same sort of appealing noises that a puppy would to an adult. So it's probably not going to stop anything. But at least she's making an effort, goddammit.
What do you know?
You want me to tell?
Do you know of being left to die in the abyss? How do you think this feel? Yes, others get you killed. Others will leave you behind. Congratulations. You're learning a lesson today. Congratulations. You are one great Ragabash, just as all Ragabashes are. Oh yes, you push buttons from everyone. And then you will remember what I said. You say it's others that makes you die. Well then perhaps you will remember. You will remember that this will be your own downfall one day, that you will be your own downfall, Lucas. Because your words run faster than your mouth and your mind. You are speaks too much. You are speaks without thinking. I will remember your words. I will make sure that you remember them also. And he glares at Olaf. He doesn't say anything. But through the backlink, yeah, you get an image that basically he's going to go back to the Sept into the Shrine of Bear, and you can probably guess by the image there's going to be a shit ton of doves everywhere, and he's just going to whisper, "I led them to you," and he just walks off.
So,
Mhm.
not that long ago, Olaf had 5 rage. And he burnt one off because he is a smart finger who knows the way of the jumping jacks. It's back. The 5 rage is back. It's there in his body. He's still at 7 willpower. So you're good for now. All of that anger and that had been like quick converted from the sadness of watching what just happened to his alpha is directed down at Lucas. He is not happy.
Nope.
It is very obvious that he is not happy. And almost in this dark reflection of the lesson that Katori just taught, Olaf smiles.
Hey
You're
guys.
lucky
Mhm.
that I come from a line
including someone whose deed name is contemplates the mercy. Because one day, one of you is going to test me, and I'm going to have to explain to high officials why I killed one of you.
Raya. Make them hunt me. Make my sisters hunt me.
Shut up. Stupid Hamid thoughts.
Lucas, this might not be the time for words.
He snaps at Talia. He does not want to be interrupted right now.
Bit of a whimper, please.
Shut up, or my teeth are clamping down on your throat. Victoria returns to the Sept his own way. We are going back to the Sept as well. You are driving.
And it's like you watch his mind get made up in real time. His teeth clamp down on Lucas's throat unless you wish to like roll initiative and dodge and everything like that. Because like if you want to engage the system, you're within your rights to engage the system.
Can I roll empathy to see what his intention is?
Oh, like I said, you are within your rights to engage the system at any time. Mechanics are mechanics.
Yep, I'll engage the system.
I'm actually going to do the same to see if Maeve flips shit.
2 successes.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's about to bite you.
Bite me hard?
He's not going to kill you.
Intending the scar?
He's intending the scar, yes.
At that point, fuck it. I'll take it.
Okay. Like I said, mechanics are mechanics, and they're always available to you. I always put that first before I do something crazy and cinematic.
And fair warning, when he lunges, since I totally failed and Maeve thinks this is much worse than it is, she is going to yelp out, like, the Omega-style kind of squeal protest.
Olaf's not listening. Unless you want to throw your dice at it.
I do, actually.
Okay, cool.
I will, you know what, it hasn't been going well, but fuck it. Pure comedy gold is about to happen.
Talia trusts Olaf to do whatever he thinks is necessary, but she has gone really low.
So, 5. And it's a plea for mercy, essentially.
Oh, look, he got to him. The bite could have been much worse, and you sense this as his teeth sink into your flesh. Much worse.
Mm-hmm.
He draws blood.
Of
He
course.
tears at your throat. It won't leave a scar. You can tell as he is grabbing onto you that it won't leave a scar. But it hurts like a motherfucker.
Okay. Lucas is kind of... He's got 8 willpower, so he's going to tough it out.
Yeah. You can tell just by how it feels, like in you, because you've been hit by bad things before, that this will not scar. It's just, it hurts a lot. A lot. He doesn't whip you around like he did with Albert. He doesn't even stay that long. His teeth pierce the flesh. They tear a bit, and they release.
I'll be driving then.
And he trots away towards where they know the van is, obviously expecting them to follow.
Lucas will get up when Olaf is several paces away. He'll turn over. He'll look to his sisters. I'm so sorry. That was completely on me. I'm sorry. If you want, just kick me out. If you want, hunt me. If you want to do that, just do it.
What was your reasons, Lucas, for that?
My reasons for it? I got the idea in my head. I started to accept certain things. Maybe I'm just a morbid motherfucker. I don't know. But I know a statistics that wasn't brought up. In a litter of cubs, usually only 50% of it make it to maturation. And that ratio gets even less when you introduce environmental factors like hunters and humans like that. I don't know why I thought that.
Maeve is going to slip up and start kind of grooming the injuries.
Talia will turn and look at you and be like, I don't see how hunting you would help at this point, but I thought you were a better kind of Ragabash. I thought better of you, Lucas.
Sorry, Talia. I made a mistake. I owe it to you both. Because I don't want this burden to be on you. I owe it to Natty. I owe it to Katori.
Don't apologize. Just do better.
Will you accept that?
And stop thinking about statistics. Defy odds. All odds.
God damn it.
If you're thinking about doubts, how can we succeed?
Maeve, when we get to the truck, there's a roll of duct tape. Put it over my throat. This is going to heal, not with bandages. It won't leave a scar, but people are gonna know that I shouldn't be talking right now.
She tilts her head a little bit. Won't that restrict your breathing?
I think that's the point.
If you're weakening yourself and making your injuries worse than they are, how is that a good thing?
Okay.
I will duct tape the tears shut. I'm not going to close off your throat.
No.
Talk to Garrett about it.
Talia's right. Talia, if you're still willing to follow me, awesome. Nicholas, this is your first time to see somebody fuck up, and if you're still willing to follow me, awesome.
I said I would listen to you, Lucas. I never said I would follow you. This does not mean I will follow you. You have still come up with good ideas in the past. This was one of your more stupid. But you have had good ideas before, and I have to believe you will have them again. But I am not following you.
Alright. I guess that's a challenge I'll have to rise to. In any case, Wick stands up. We got a
Nudges him
van.
back towards the van.
Yep.
Rather swiftly, because I don't think we're going to leave. Daddy wants to hang around.
Nope.
Of course. Let us post haste.
So they will all finally trot back to the van. I assume shift once they get there.
He showed you guys a place that was like, even in this isolated wilderness, paranoia reigns. It is way harder to see people from where he showed you. It's a grove of sorts.
Did we take the mystery machine?
No.
Damn.
You took the most non-descriptive.
We could have totally have shifted in the back of it. Damn it. I have it.
It is a very, very nondescript van. He wanted to be as incognito as possible, and the mystery machine just ain't it. When you get there, He is sitting in the driver's seat with a cigarette in his mouth, and he is just staring out the front of the vehicle. He's obviously waiting on you. He is obviously displeased.
If there are few enough seats that somebody needs to ride up front in order to fill the thing, Maeve is probably going to nudge Talia that way a little bit.
No, it's a pretty big van. That being said, he's not going to stop Talia from riding shotgun if she really wants to.
Okay, well, sweet.
Yeah, Talia will probably get in the front.
Lucas is actually not gonna get into the passenger side front seat. Simply open the door, open the glove box, get a pack of cigarettes, not Olaf's, return to the back seat, start smoking.
Nicholas just gonna sit anywhere that he could find him a seat at, but it won't be in the front, just probably somewhere in the back.
Given how these people are like spreading themselves out, Nicholas, you can probably get like a whole like seat, one of those elongated seats with multiple seat belts to yourself. Libertarian Olaf ain't gonna make you click your seatbelt.
He takes that one. Nice van.
And with that grunt, he starts the van up and drives them off. Does anyone else have anything they would like to accomplish during this scene?
Nope.
Nicholas say go team. That's it.
Olaf's gonna let it ride. It's like, go team, cool. And anyone else? Okay. Watchers, thank you for watching. Players, thank you for playing. And we'll see you next time on another edition of Living World of Darkness. My wife dropped her phone. Good night.